Vegas. Got a pocket full of money that's ready to burn. I hope that wheel's gonna give a return. What happens in Vegas now stays on YouTube. Make sure my JD has got an ice cube. Chasing tears in Vegas.
Hi everyone, this is our roundup. We just wanted to thank everybody who's watched our vlogs for our June 2025 holiday in Vegas. Thanks for everybody who subscribed. We're really surprised that people actually want to subscribe to us, but it's been really good, and we've really enjoyed seeing that people enjoy seeing us in Vegas.
And it's great seeing the comments that people put on there. It's really good, really good interacting with people. So, right, let's get into it. Let's tell you what we've done. Okay, so the story starts back in 2024 when we were last in Vegas, and we actually, first time we ever signed up to players cards, and all crazy and all that. So what we'll do is we'll show you the numbers of what we did in 2024 and the comps we got that basically got us the stay that you've just seen.
Right, okay, so we signed up for cards, as Mark just said. We mainly did MGM and Caesars because we just wanted to see what we could get. We watch all these vlogs, like you guys have obviously, some of you guys might have been watching ours, and we saw all these people talking about comps, F&B credit, free play, and we've been to Vegas quite a few times now, and we don't get any of these things. So we thought, let's
Nobody
give it a dabble.
Nobody tells you the secrets.
Nobody tells you. So this is, if you're a seasoned Vegas goer, this might seem a little bit of a basic
This
ABC.
is not for you.
But if you're new to Vegas and you want to be going back again in say 12 months because you just love it, then you need to be signing up for players cards, and we're going to show you now what we did because we tracked it. They send you, MGM has an app, which is great.
Sign up. Once you've signed up, you got your players card, download the app, put your card number in, and basically it tracks all, wherever you put that card in, food, places to, like I say, eat, drink, all your slot
machines, even table games.
Yeah, it tracks everything for you, and you can see what you spent and which classes you're going in. So not necessarily your hard-earned money, but like I say, if you put £20 in and you keep playing and playing and playing at £1 spins, you've only ever put £20 in, but each one of those spins racks up. So with that £20, you could have ended up spending £50 of coin in because you won, lost, but you've only ever put £20 in. So a lot of Vegas talks about coin in. So don't panic that
you need X amount of £1,000 a day to spend, because you don't.
Yeah, you don't. Like I say, Vegas can be done on a budget, which is what we sort of do. But yeah, we've got all the numbers to show you by hotel what we did, and did we win or did we lose?
So it's like, we're going back to 2024. So we'll show you what we spent last year to say what we got this year on this holiday. Okay?
So as Ron said, back in June 2024 was our previous trip to Vegas. Now as you can see on screen, that's all the MGM properties that we actually gambled in. Don't worry, stay with me on this one. Cash out is obviously how much money we took away from that property. Jackpots, we didn't get no hand pays, so unfortunately all those are still zeros. And then it's less our coin in. That's the way they do it in America. Like on dates, everything's the other way around. So it's how much did we take out, less how much we put in. Did we win? Were we up? Were we down? Put the total at the bottom. So walking away from the slots, we had $5,276.13. But we actually put in coin in, not hard-earned money out of Mark's wallet, £5,703.82, which gave us a loss across all the MGM properties of $427.69.
See, that's a 5-night holiday as well. So we did 5 nights, didn't we? And we stayed at the Luxor. Because if you're looking at the old coin in, it was probably our biggest spend, because obviously we were on site, so...
Obviously, if everybody's been or knows or whatever, you know, from Luxor, you go through Luxor into Excalibur and into New York, and we really enjoyed New York, but obviously we're always starting the night at Luxor and finishing the night at Luxor. So from that point of view, that's why that's got our biggest cash coin in.
And Cosmo in June 2024 was still, it was under the MGM umbrella. They just bought it out,
but it
had its own rewards scheme that was coming to an end. So we just decided, I mean, we put a couple of quid into Cosmo, but we never, obviously we couldn't use our MGM card, and we didn't sign up. It seemed a bit of a pointless exercise signing up for their players card at that point. So that's why Cosmo's got no spend on.
Yeah.
And we definitely gambled in the Bellagio, but we mustn't have put our card in.
Yeah.
Confession.
Which does happen when you drink too much. Yeah. We came home and, you know, you get notifications on the app and things like that. Went into the app and it said, congratulations, you can have up to 4 free nights comped with MGM, and we got up to 3 comp nights, I think it was, with Caesars. Obviously we did a lot less on Caesars. Caesars is weird. I don't know why. They only give you your win-loss statement every February, regardless of how many times you go or whatever. So even though we've gambled now this year in Caesars, I can't tell you exactly what I did until February next year. Don't know why. Literally, the MGM app is instantaneous.
Okay, the main difference here as well, something I want to add that I think you've missed is... Okay, just want to add something there onto the offers between Caesars and MGM. When MGM offered us 4 nights, that was resort fees paid as well. So not only did we get our hotel room for 4 nights, but we got our resort fee paid. So it's basically a freebie stay. Caesars offered us the 3 free nights, but it was resort fees not paid for, so we had to pay resort fees.
You get the room free, but you still have to pay resort fees with Caesars. Like I said, we had up to 4 free nights with MGM. Lorna didn't want, obviously the common sense thing to do is take 1 night at Caesars and only pay 1 resort fee, and do 4 nights with MGM.
Fully comped.
Yeah, fully comped, but Lorna didn't want to book in somewhere, stay 1 night, and then move on. So we ended up doing 2 nights at Paris, and then 3 nights at Cosmopolitan, as you'll have seen on the vlogs. So in essence, yeah, we stayed in Paris, the Versailles Strip King room, 2 nights, 1 room, 2 adults, and the total, including resort fees and taxes that you pay on top of your resort fees, was $113.27. So that's for 2 nights in a Versailles Strip Tower King room, which, you know what, isn't bad.
We got lucky as well because we booked this pre-Christmas, December. I think we played it November, December time, which meant we had all the resort fees went up in price, I think by $5 a night. Across all the properties, MGM, Caesars, the lot, everyone had increases in resort fees. So we got this at a reduced rate. So if we were doing this now, tomorrow, this was the exact same offer, we'd probably end up paying about an extra $10 plus tax. So that was an even better deal.
Yeah. And then, like I say, the MGM offer was up to 4 comp nights, but this is where MGM wins in our, for us. They offered us $225 of free play and $100 of resort credit on top of the comp nights. No resort fees. You don't get any of that by being bottom of the rung with Caesars. you literally just get a free room, but you need to pay resort fees. So hence, this is why, you know, we concentrate all our gambling on MGM. From our point of view, we get a better return.
I just want to add as well, I really wanted to stay in Cosmopolitan. It was one of my bucket list hotels for Vegas because it's one of the only ones with balconies. Which is so unusual for Vegas. I mean, us Brits, we're used to holidaying in Europe and you always get a balcony when you go somewhere hot. Well, you're in the middle of summer and it's red hot over there and there's no balconies, it's all just air conditioned. So I really wanted to stay in the Cosmo. Now, MGM obviously give us this offer for 3 nights, comped, blah, blah, blah. If we would have took the same deal, but for a cheaper MGM property, like Luxor or Excalibur, something along them lines, just basically a cheaper stay, we would have got more free play and more resort credit. So again, you know, we could have maximised, stayed in the cheapest property and got even more freebies, but we kind of offset it to we really want to stay in the Cosmo. Well, I really want to stay in the Cosmo. So we got less resort credit. I think for the Luxor, they were offering 250 resort credit. So yeah, it was a cracking deal for Luxor, but we stayed in Luxor in 2024 and it was perfectly good, but yeah.
Just
I want to stay in Cosmo.
There's nothing wrong with Luxor.
No.
It's okay. Don't know about the pyramid, we stayed in the towers at the back. So if you're going to stay there, stay at the tower at the back.
But it's
still get it comped.
Yeah, it is a price difference.
Yeah. So that was then how we ended up on the June holiday, which you've all seen. So what did we get with this?
Chasing tears in Las Vegas, got a pocket full of money that's ready to burn. I hope that wheel's gonna give a return. What happens in Vegas now stays on YouTube. Make sure my JD has got an ice cube. Chasing tears in Vegas. Chasing tears in Vegas.
Right, believe it or not, but we actually went with a little bit of a plan. We've watched all the vlogs and we see quite a lot of people low rolling. Low rolling, by that I mean, you know, 50 cents, 75 cents. Get your old red flags.
Just in case all red are watching.
1 cent Steve. Oh yeah, can we get anything free? Thank you.
What's it called?
Blake Sheldon.
Yeah.
Anyway, we digress.
Some freebies.
We decided we were going to spend the first couple of days low rolling, really low rolling, low denoms, because we see some people they get all these freebies and stuff, and the longevity on a smaller amount gambling. So we tried it.
You've probably all seen them. We have $200 a day, and they sit there and they just gamble 50 cents here, there, and everywhere, and this and the other. But these people are also Sapphire and Earl and all the rest of it, and you're like, is it possible?
So we tried it for a couple of days because we kind of went for the concept of longevity on a smaller amount of coin in.
Low and slow.
Low and slow. We were doing really...
I'm low.
Thanks. Yeah, so we did low and slow. I can't not say that now. It didn't really work for us. Don't get me wrong, you got lots of line-its. We got lots of bonuses, but the bonuses didn't set anybody's world on fire. They're like $40 here, $30 there, which is all great when you're only putting in 50 cents a gamble. And it kept us ticking.
Yeah, it's good if you're going to sit down, you want to get lots of free drinks off the floor, you get loads of bonuses and stuff like that. And you know, you've got to be in with a chance to get the bonuses, to get the bigger wins. But we never got any even really good wins. You know, we say really good wins, but we watch people do low rolling who are upset if they get a $40 or $50 bonus. But when you're doing a 50p bet, you know, 100 times multiplier, to me is amazing. But you know, you can see them upset because they don't get minis, majors, and grands and things like that. So if you want to do that, again, on a budget, brilliant. It is doable. And again, keep your eye on some of the good casinos, that drink service. For us, New York was the best drink service we had of the whole holiday.
We didn't have a problem almost anywhere with the drink service. It's a bit hit and miss. You see on Facebook, some people say, "Oh, you know, the waitress service is rubbish. You don't get them." Honestly, I don't think we struggled anywhere. The waitress service was fabulous. So as a general rule of thumb, we tipped $5
For
the 2 drinks, and we found tipping $5 every time, which
it did not leave you alone.
No, and I don't think that's an expensive or
no.
You know, and so when people say free drinks, it is the cost of a tip. Don't forget to tip these waitresses.
If you tip them, they'll keep coming back to you. They will keep coming back to you.
The lady that first night in New York,
yeah.
honestly, she couldn't do enough. She was lining them up before we'd even took our first couple of drinks.
She was bringing us the drinks and walking away getting the next one.
Yeah, it was absolutely. We
bubbled.
We bubbled out of there.
Yeah.
And I think the whole evening, drinks wise, cost us say $45, and it was like.
Yeah. Don't forget, you know, these are not beers, these are cocktails, these are spirit drinks and things like that.
Oh, and some of them are really strong, as in undrinkable strong.
Yeah,
well,
so
that's me who says undrinkable strong.
Yeah, so genuinely, sit down. I know it sounds obvious. We check out where the waitresses are before we plonk ourselves at a machine first, because each waitress will have an area. So you know, if you plonk yourself down where you can see she's busy and she can see you. Once you give her a tip, she will keep coming back. And you know, we've had waitresses say, "Don't leave my area."
Well, we came across in Venetian because we were on a machine. We weren't in there for long, and we saw a waitress, and she was literally right behind us. And I said, "Oh, could we have a drink, please?" And she said, "I'm really sorry, that's not my area." So we sat there for about another 10 minutes, and we were like, "Our waitress on this area must be on a break or something." So we moved on, and we fancied a machine in her area, and she jumped on us straight away. So just be aware, you know. Yeah. But there's absolutely no issue with waitress service in Vegas, no issue at all.
So literally, like I say, if you want to low and slow and get lots of drinks or whatever, and you're on a budget, it can be done. Yeah, just I think. Temper your expectations that you're not going to walk away with £1 million.
Right, the flights, guys. We are in the north of England. We wanted to fly out of Manchester. So Virgin fly out of Manchester end of April, beginning of May, right through to October. So I looked on Virgin. I've been looking for some time. And we ended up booking on Black Friday. We got a cracking deal. Now, just so you're aware, this is just a tip for people booking. We only wanted flights because we obviously knew we were getting the comped rooms. So I looked at flights, and it worked out about, give or take, about $2,500 for the 2 of us to fly to Vegas. On Black Friday, I got a package deal with Virgin, same flights, and I paid £1,060.06 for the 2 of us for 5 nights flights and a stay at Excalibur. Bearing in mind we didn't actually stay at Excalibur, but the package was £1,000 in essence, and the flights were £2,500. So it was absolutely no brainer. So you've got to keep your eyes on the prices. Bearing in mind sometimes flights only aren't the best deal to book. So it cost us £1,000, and we booked our seats. So, because it's a long flight to not get guaranteed seats together, guys. The seats cost us £206 to book our seats on both ways. So we kind of just had that on as to the cost of the holiday. So for us, that was what? £1,266.06 for 5 nights in Vegas, and a hotel stay that we didn't actually use, but it's there. So it is possible to get there pretty cheaply. I can't even get close to those prices for next year up to now. Not package or flight up to now, but I'm watching.
Yeah.
I'm watching. Right, spending money. Keep seeing all the time on the UK hints. You know, how much do I need? Honestly, and I know it gets a bit tired, but when people say it all depends on what you want to do, you can spend a couple of $100 a day. You can spend a couple of $1,000 a day. It really
set your budget.
Set your budget and go for it.
To it. You know, we've probably all seen vlogs on here where people do it on a budget and people go and spend, you know, $20, $30, $40, $50 on a cocktail at a bar. You can do what you want. It's entirely up to you. Our budget, we sort of take two budgets. We have a gambling budget and then a food and tips and anything else type of thing we need to do. So we do an $800 a day gambling budget, and then we take $120 a day. So these are dollars, by the way, to do anything with. Like I say, you tip money, and if you want a slice of pizza or you want a bottle of water or whatever, that comes out of that. So basically we were there Sunday to Thursday this trip.
Or Friday.
Sorry, Sunday to Friday.
Sunday to Friday, but we were only there Friday morning.
Yeah.
And we were only there Sunday evening. Well, you got there about 5 o'clock Sunday night. So
what we did is we combined the Sunday and the Friday budget together as one day. So it's 400 for Sunday and 400 for the Friday.
And we used the same 120 tip wallet. We just said that's one day. We just counted it as one day. Yeah.
So keep track of it. You know, like lots of other people do. We have the little envelopes with our daily budgets in, and then we come back with, if there's any money left, we put it in it. So Sunday and Friday combined was 800. We actually brought back 540. So do you know what? Anytime you bring money back to the room is a win. Monday we took 800. We brought back 392. Tuesday again, it's 800 a day. We brought back 695. Wednesday showed our first profit. We brought back a bang on dead $1,000. And then Thursday we brought back $1,400. So for the whole 5 days, our actual money back, just on the gambling budget, which was $4,000, we actually brought back $4,036.
So we broke even, basically.
We were up.
Well, we were up, but we broke.
We were $36
$36 up. We were $36 up, but in essence,
so then
that was pure entertainment for 5 days for us, and they paid us.
Yeah.
Chasing tears in Las Vegas, got a pocket full of money that's
We are back in Vegas in November. Well, the end of November, beginning of December. I fancy the Christmas. I want to see it all decked out.
Lana's a little
Christmas freak.
Christmas elf.
So, really looking forward to that. But we're now going to show you what we've just done on the vlogs and our coining and everything like that. What we've actually got for our money type of thing. So what it's paid for, what we've got for free. So here we go.
Yep.
Mark will show you.
So same spreadsheet we've just seen before. So properties, cash out, going in, wins and losses. So again, this time, we've concentrated on, we want to get from Sapphire to Pearl. So to get Pearl, you need to have $20,000 of coin in. Remember, don't panic. That's not spent. That's not hard-earned cash. That's just money going through the machines. Because we want to see then if you step up in the tiers, how the comps increased, you get more freebies. What do you get? Is it worth it, or is it just waste of time doing it? So our coin in was $10,039.27, and in return for that, MGM came back with complimentary room rates for 4 nights, $225 free play, $250 resort credit this time. You remember, looked at the last one, it was just $100.
So we spent more this time in 5 nights. So, let's call it 10 grand. we're putting in 5 nights.
We've increased our resort credit by $150. We've still got the 225 free play. There was a couple, again, Caesars. We didn't put much through Caesars at all, but there are a couple of complimentary nights with them. It would have to be around midweek. These hotels tend to charge more money over the weekends, because that's when, believe it or not, Vegas is busy. It isn't dead.
So if you look when you're booking the property, you can see that the hotel rates are higher on Friday, Saturday, and sometimes Sunday night, and then they drop off a cliff Monday through till Thursday. So in
essence, we've booked 4 complimentary nights and 1 paid night. So we get there on a Saturday. So we book Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday as our comps. And then our final night we've paid for, and because it was midweek night, the room was $38 plus tax. So what that actually works out to is we've got a 5-night holiday in New York, resort fees, everything for $119.04.
Plus, including $30 of that was a late checkout fee.
Correct.
Because we're going this time, we're going 5 nights again, but we're going Saturday till Thursday. So our flight is...
And we're flying Aer Lingus.
We're flying Aer Lingus. So I think our flight is about 6 o'clock in the evening. It's not too bad, but it just makes it easier.
For the late checkout, I think it's till 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and that was $30, which is included in that $119. So, like I say, 5 nights, late checkout for $119. And they've given us $225 free play and $250 of food and drink. So, to us, it's a no-brainer. That's why we go to Vegas. So the idea is hopefully the plan is, if we then get to Pearl, these go up, get better. Who knows? That's the plan for the end of the year trip, to see, is it worth trying to get to the next tier, or should people just stay where they are, get there 3 or 4 nights from MGM. And like I say, if you can get 5-night holiday for 119 quid all in, I think that's a reasonable deal. New York, centre-ish strip. You're within walking distance of everything. To us, it's a no-brainer. That's why we do it.
Chasing fears in Las Vegas, got a pocket full of money that's ready to burn. I hope that wheel's gonna give a return. What happens in Vegas now stays on YouTube. Make sure my JD has got an ice cube. Chasing tears in Vegas.